The creator of Love Hina, he is saying, rising pressure from foreign markets to introduce political correctness into manga. Okay, so he is worried that political correctness could be coming to manga as manga is becoming more and more and more popular in the Western world and basically all around the world. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Hello guys, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and hit that little bell right there so that you can get notifications every time I upload a video, okay? Enjoy. Hey, what is up guys? This is your boy Andy Matrix. Welcome to Andy Arts TV. And I'm here abounding into comics, and I don't know if you've ever heard of Love Hina. Love Hina was actually very popular back in the early 2000s. As a matter of fact, it was one of the first manga that I ever read, along with Naruto and Dragon Ball Z, back in the early 2000s. I got it from a friend, and it was great. It was a great, harem anime. And the creator is actually very active in the politics of manga. It's actually very active. Okay? As a matter of fact, this is not the first time that he's talked about Western influence on manga. And if we go to the Crunchyroll blog, back in June 2020, I actually did a video about this. He was talking about how, he was discussing manga's freedom of expression with the Japanese government, and how the freedom of expression of creators could be suppressed by Western influence. Just like what is happening now with a lot of American creators, a lot of Western creators, a lot of political correctness and all this stuff. And he's worried about that. He's warning. Okay, he's warning people. So this is not the first time he's talked about this. Now, Love Hina is pretty popular manga and anime, and so this guy he's really successful. He knows what he's talking about. So let's go ahead and read a little bit. So he says, mangaka Ken Akamatsu, perhaps known best as the mangaka behind the extremely popular Love Hina series, recently shared his concerns regarding the rising pressure from Western markets to introduce political correctness. Again, rising pressures from Western markets to introduce political correctness into manga, and the possible negative effects such as push could have creators, fans across the medium. Look, we already know that comic books in the West are in decline, and a lot of companies are trying to get their hands on manga. A lot of American companies, a lot of Western companies trying to get their hands on manga because comic books are just aren't selling as they used to, especially the superhero stuff. So they're trying to get their hands on the next best thing. They're trying to suppress it and control it to their liking. Okay, this is what I don't like. Okay, then it says, a vocal and outspoken anti-censorship critic in his own right, Akamatsu broached the subject of political correctness during the opening panel of a recent mangaka artist. Now, this is, where is it? Yeah, the transcript is over here. You can actually read the transcript on Archive IS. His interview. I have the English translator. So you can actually read the interview with Akamatsu here. And I'm going to leave a link below so you guys can read it too. All right, so, and I'm going to scroll down where he says, where is it? Okay, right here. It says, Akamatsu later remarked, if you don't go abroad, the political correctness problem, it's a battle at all, which prompted Kobayashi to share his personal idea that I don't think a series will sell that much when it comes to selling itself as political correctness. So in other words, like a lot of these comic books are doing in America, they're selling themselves as politically correct. Okay, that's the problem. Okay, so the point is, manga that was released without being conscious of political correctness cannot be read due to political correctness, said Kobayashi. I think this is a mess like fire. Right? And it says, recalling how he had heard that the excitement of Hollywood movies is generally decided by script doctors and scenario doctors. He's right about that. Okay, he's right about that. a lot of these Hollywood scripts, they have to go through a filter in Hollywood, and they ask these directors to add certain things to the movies, to fit a certain agenda, or to fit the political correctness idea, and that basically it damages creativity, right? And he says, from now on, I like to release various black and whites with political correctness in mind. It says it may be the same no matter what you look at, like Avengers, consider Akamatsu. I don't know, but after all, it's a hit. It said, in turning to the debate of mass appeal versus artistic authenticity, Akamatsu observed the one that hits may go to Hollywood, but it is better to have freedom of expression. Okay, manga is mainly about freedom of expression, yes, and it feels like you don't give it, if you don't give in to political correctness. It said it is a loss if the political correctness correct works gets overwhelming power. I wonder if that means, what did he say? Said if that means. Said, however, Kobayashi reassured Akamatsu, even if there's an entertainment that goes against political correctness, it would be different if this remains the same 10 years later, 20 years later, 30 years later. So look, overall, this is going to have a huge influence. It's going to have this political correctness stuff. It's going to have a huge influence on manga. No, well, not influence, but the purpose is to change manga from its Japanese origins and in cultural, in cultural inspirations, to more of a Western way of doing things. And the creator of Love Hina, he's saying this is going to ruin freedom of expression, right? And like I said, not the first time he's talked about it, and you can see this is on the rise, and most likely it's going to happen. And I'm worried because then, we've already seen, where is it? If you go to ICV2, the sales, okay, so this website shows us the top 20 adult graphic novels. They're all manga, okay? Manga has been beating comic books for a reason. So if we start adding the same things to manga, what's going to happen to manga sales in the West? They're going to start plummeting just like comic books, okay? This is a given, okay? This is a given. And also, I recommend you guys read how Western companies are trying to control the anime industry. It's a blog that I wrote. You can go to my website, andyrtv.com. I'll leave the link below. And it basically explained what what America and the Western companies are doing to take over manga, such as, owning the license to live action movies, on the streaming services, funding the studios, and a whole bunch of other things. But that is it for this video, guys. And I hope you I kind of got my point across as to what's gonna happen, and this the way that the West is trying to control manga, to its liking. What is up, everybody? Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can receive new future notifications. Check out the blog at andyrtv.com. Follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave your thoughts or anything you want to say right below this video in the comments below. This is Andy Matrix. Thank you for watching. Godspeed, everybody. Godspeed.